The year is 2025, and I am unemployed in Canada's most expensive city. What started as 2 weeks of tee-hee, ha-ha, fun employment has turned to 2 months. Will I manage to keep afloat or cave into depression? Let's find out. Well, welcome back to the channel. It's week 4 of my unemployment vlog series. I did not take all my makeup off from yesterday, so I'm a little crusty, but that's okay. It's a new week. It's a new beginning. We get to start over again. Not really. I'm really embarrassed to show this, but my apartment has become a depression hellscape. If you watched last week's vlog, you would know I was absolutely going through it. And to be honest, I'm still going through it, but the ball keeps moving. I always find it crazy and ask myself how I let my apartment get to this state. But when you're in a depressive episode, things around you just kind of disappear and you don't notice how bad your environment gets. How the laundry piles up for weeks, how the dishes go uncleaned, how the smells accumulate, and how it affects your mood. So much better. So much better. Just being in a cleaner space leagues better. But now that my apartment's clean, I feel a lot more productive, so I might apply for some jobs. I don't know, it's going to rain. In fact, it started raining a little bit, and most people be like, oh, rain makes my depression worse. Rain actually helps me. I really like rain. I moved their tree like 2 feet to the right, and it seems to be that they're confused. One thing that I think is absolutely ridiculous about my cats is they hate outside. If I open my balcony door, they go running. Even if they see me on my balcony from like the window, they're afraid. They're like, why am I outside? And then I just cracked my window open and Kenny just went running for his life. He hates the sound of the air like going past the window. But I need some fresh air and they need to be a little bit more brave. They're investigating the window a little bit. Okay, I finally uploaded my week 2 vlog after missing my self-imposed deadline last week. I'm still feeling productive, which is strange. It's now almost 2. I have my second load of laundry going. I'm feeling great. I'm feeling dandy. My back still hurts like a motherfucker, so I need to like take it easy. There's one thing that I've been meaning to do. Now that I have some semblance of dance training, I want to learn a K-pop cover. And you might be like, ew, cringe, Izzy. Yeah, cringe. But I'm not talking about like the new gen stuff. I'm talking about second gen. I'm talking about a shiny cover. I actually haven't listened to K-pop in like 5 years. But when I was into K-pop in 2014, my first like ultimate group was SHINee, and I was like, holy fuck, that crunchy dance practice of Lucifer, I want to learn it. At 14 years old, I had no dance training. I didn't start dancing till maybe like choreo dancing till 2022. So now that I have some semblance of training, I'm gonna learn it. I'm gonna do my best. Maybe 2 8 counts, and I'm like, holy fuck. It's not bad. I think I just have to get it into muscle memory still, but I'm not really feeling it anymore. I will probably get motivation again in a bit. My friend just texted me. She's like, reasonably, what is the largest animal do you think you could get on a plane? And I said kangaroo or alpaca, and she's like, my friend said kangaroo and there's no fucking way you can do that. And I was like, kangaroo jack? Duh. I think an easy animal would be a goat, but I'm interested. Like, what's the biggest animal do you think you could smuggle on a plane? I did ask for clarification if it has to be alive and in one piece, and she said yes. Update on that question, actually. I am dyslexic because I read flight, but she really said fight. So it's not the biggest animal you could take on a flight. It's the biggest animal you could take on in a fight. And for a bit, I was like, yeah, I could still take a fucking goat or something, but then the Bambi effect hit me. And then I started thinking of all these animals, and I was like, I don't feel good about punching any animal or taking any animal in a fight, even if it was for my life. Like, so then I said a salmon. I really think I could fuck up a salmon on land. Like, what are you gonna do? Flop away? I think the fuck not. Chat, can you tell what I'm making? I just switched my laundry and I put on some warm dryer clothes. And I think it's time for a nap. I'm up from my nap and I felt really bad because my cat was sleeping on me and I woke her up. But I was in the middle of making kimchi jjigae till I realized I had no tofu. So I'm just kind of throwing things in a pot. I mean, it doesn't look too bad, right? Sorry, the fan is on, but while my soup simmers, I'm going to attempt to fold most of my laundry. I've been putting my laundry off for quite a while, and it was to the point where I was wearing clothes I never wear. And so there's quite literally nothing in my closet. So I have to fold basically my entire wardrobe. Even though I hate to see him go, I love to watch him leave. Levi's on top, what a sight, I love them booty cheeks. And now he's grinding on my lap like it's the last night that we have. I said, baby, make it clap, I wanna make this loving last. Oh my god, look at all this color variety. It's good. I mean, can't really go wrong with it. My name is Kurt Hummel, and I'll be auditioning for the role of Kicker. All the single ladies, all the single ladies, all the single ladies, put your hands up in the club, doing my own little thing. Excuse the lighting. It needs some cleaning, but look at him. Good morning. It's actually almost noon and I just woke up and made breakfast. I'm gonna force myself to try and do groceries today. I'm actually kind of tired because I stayed up way too late playing Minecraft. I stayed up till like 1 or 2 a.m. Hold on, the train is passing. I hope it doesn't honk again because it's fucking annoying fatherless behavior. God damn, no one likes you. Called my Lola, my grandma, and I got bamboozled into praying the rosary again. Not as bad as when I was a child. I felt like it was 2 hours when really it was like, I don't know, 15-20 minutes. I'm older and know how to like count the beads. I can tell how far we're in and it doesn't feel ever ending. Kat, I got a real question for you. I was just on Ticketmaster because I got a notification that I have a concert this weekend that I forgot about. I'm going to the Avatar: The Last Airbender concert and I'm very, very excited for that. I bought those tickets like over a year ago. But I also saw coming up is the Wiggles. And you might be like, Izzy, you're 24, you don't need to go to a Wiggles concert. Hear me out. The Purple Wiggle. Would I be absolutely insane if I went to the Wiggles concert just to see the Purple Wiggle? Winnie is completing duties by sniffing everything that comes into this house. Winnie, what's the verdict on the eggs? Sorry, she has to sniff each individual egg. Mr. Man is just happy to be here. All the groceries passed the sniff inspection from Winnie, so we're good to go. Plan for today, I wanted to get back into drawing. I haven't drawn, I haven't practiced in maybe 2-3 years. Like I doodle here and there, but during COVID and just after COVID, I was really on this streak of drawing every day and I saw a really big improvement in my art and now I don't draw at all. Mama told me not to, I did anyway, misbehaving. Daddy said don't, but I said I'm gonna misbehaving. Pies on the windowsill swim. It's not much, but this is like my warm-up sketch. I did this about like 2-3 years ago and I did this 2 days ago. And it's kind of same thing, but now there's like a creepy person like draped all over them or something like that. I don't know. Alabama, Arkansas, I do love my mom and pa, not the way that I do love you. Well, hot and heavy pumpkin pie, chocolate candy, Jesus Christ. We got this real intricate cube, probably Minecraft related, I don't know. Small building, half a face, quarter of a face, and a vase. I need to get better at accepting that it doesn't have to be a full piece or idea. I do really like this though. I just did this in like 3 minutes, but it's like a little flower, like a marigold, and her eyeliner is like, well, marigolds don't have that anatomy, but I think like if I could make her hair part of the marigold, that'd be cute. Alright, I tried drawing a bigger version and it definitely needs refining, but for a draft, I think it's really cute. This looks like nothing, but it's taken me about an hour to just do 3 rows. This is the overall pattern, and then I have my own guide here for colors. I'm making this cardigan for a friend, and this is like one of the back panels. It's gonna take me a fuck while. It may not seem like it, but I've been way too productive today. So I'm gonna call it here and fuck off. I'll see you tomorrow. Oh, wait, quick. My tattoo. It's all buttered up with lotion. What the fuck? Was that you? Was it you? I transited all the way out here and my friend just texted me that class was canceled. It's an hour and a half of my day gone. That's okay. I needed fresh air to get out anyways. Probably lay down for the rest of the day if I'm being honest. Back from practice. It was good. It was good. We had like an hour and a half of just hip-hop fundamentals, and then we had another teacher in who was talking about battle tactics, getting out of your head when you're battling, which was super cool. Unfortunately, Kenny, halfway through practice doing a certain like exercise, I tweaked my back and I can't twist my hips, my back, and it's a little better now, but I had to sit out during practice, and even just like nodding my head or moving my shoulders, that hurt my lower back too. So I was kind of incapacitated for the rest of the evening, but it was still great to listen and hear things out. In other news, I saw a furry on the train. I don't know what it is about me, but I seem to have like this weird seventh sense to like spot furries. All my friends are like, I've never seen a furry in public. I've never seen a furry in general. And I was like, I see them all the fucking time. They're investigating something in my closet. Unfortunately, I think they have discovered their reflection.
1, 2.
Mamma mia, welcome back to my fuck-ass kitchen. I actually got up like 4 hours ago. What happened is I pressed go on my coffee machine, realized how exhausted I was, and climbed back into bed. We're making chicken adobo. Alright, you're gonna want to start off by prepping your ingredients. The most important ingredient, like the touch of fuck off train, is always garlic. If you are Filipino or come from a Filipino household, you know that if a recipe calls for 2 cloves of garlic, triple it. Train, shut the fuck up, I'm trying to cook. This is going great. I asked my Lola for her adobo recipe, and she eyeballs everything. She gave me the proportions of everything is 1-to-1. Oh, my cat is currently scratching my leg. If she scratches my fresh tattoo, I'll see you in heaven or hell. We have our kitchen supervisor present. She's doing the sniff inspection as this goes on. This is a crucial step to any kitchen, because if you do not pass the sniff inspection, I'm afraid your dish is too stinky and it cannot be served to the general public. Oh, no, peanut. The sniff inspector has removed the tissue box from the kitchen. Unfortunately, the box did not pass the sniff inspection. It is not meant to be in the kitchen. Therefore, she must destroy it. Health inspector over here also agrees. He's supervising the destruction of the tissue box. I should probably stop that. About a cup of soy sauce. I wish I had a bigger thing of soy. Unfortunately, the grocery store near me stocks white vinegar. For people who don't like vinegar, what's wrong with you? Adding in half of our garlic. I cut up half a bulb, so maybe 7 cloves. Half of it goes in here, half of it goes into the pot when we cook our chicken. I hate cooking. Okay, about a tablespoon of black pepper. Bay leaf. Don't underestimate bay leaf. You might be like, that adds nothing. I can't taste bay leaf, bitch. Trust me. Brown sugar. I hate the feel of raw chicken. I hate the look, I hate the smell.
Reese's Puff, eat 'em up, eat.
Alright, the drumsticks are in the marinade. Usually you'd use chicken thighs, but drumsticks are on sale. While the chicken's marinating, I'm also going to go bake cookies. Wow! I saw these like marble sesame Earl Grey cookies on Instagram and I was like, that sounds really good. Unfortunately, I don't have black sesame, so I'm trying to do like a matcha Earl Grey marble cookie. So the recipe only called for 3/4 cups, and this is definitely more than that, but I found when using coconut oil, you kind of need more. Okay, I'm kind of eyeballing this, and I wanted the flavor to be kind of strong, so I'm gonna use about 4 packets of Earl Grey. Yeah, I don't really know what I'm doing, to be honest. Okay, I have a 10-minute timer on the chicken before I have to like flip it again. I'm gonna get started on the cookies just because I'm impatient. Health inspector, is the bowl clean? Is it clean? Can I do my job? Close enough. Also, sorry about the fan noise. I have been known to start kitchen fires and set off the smoke alarm, and that's when I'm cooking just one thing. And the fact that I'm cooking 2 things right now, I'm playing it safe. I know you're supposed to scoop it and then level it because this compacts it or whatnot, but I truly cannot be bothered to give a fuck. I don't really know if you can see anything I'm doing. No. Well, sniff inspector just licked the flour. Chicken is steaming, so I'm going to check on it. I've moved the bowl over here so sniff inspector can't further sniff it. Oh my god. You're not making my job easy. How can I be mad at the sniff inspector? So we have half a teaspoon of baking powder. I'm just following a sugar cookie recipe and I'm gonna just split the dough in half. Well, that was a full teaspoon, not half. I think baking powder just makes it fluffy, right? I swear to God, health inspector now. Well, and then I already fucked up the butter or coconut oil part because I was supposed to have it because I only wanted half of it to have the Earl Grey flavored, but I used all of it for the Earl Grey flavor. So the marbling flavor won't be quite as separate as I wanted, but that's okay. I'm balling it. Honestly, maybe a little bit more sugar just because Earl Grey and matcha are a bit bitter. I don't know. The recipe I'm following is Sally's Baking. It's just the basic sugar cookie recipe. I'm just adding my own flavors. 2 teaspoons of vanilla. All right, we need 3/4 cup. This is what it looks like. There's a lot of tea particles. All right, then to this bowl of flour mixture, I'm gonna add my matcha. I don't really know how much till I'm happy with the color. I don't want the matcha taste to be like drowned out by the Earl Grey. This is what we're working with. This will be the Earl Grey side, and this is the matcha side. All right, the adobo is looking pretty good. I've kept it covered for about 15-20 minutes, so the chicken hopefully should be cooked. And here's what our dough looks like.
Wake up in the morning with the head like what you done. This used to be the life, but I don't need another one.
Here's the cookies. Here are the cookies. I don't really know if they're done. They're pretty dry and crumbly, but it's also pretty good. Yo, I might be a genius. Holy fuck. I think that's the best cookie I've ever made. So I was supposed to be going to my friends for D&D tonight. Mr. Man, my cat Kenny, was acting strange in his sleep, just twitching more than usual, and I think he ate some plastic last night, so I'm a bit worried for him. He seems fine otherwise. He's eating, he's drinking, he's being Kenny, but I'm just super paranoid and anxious about cat things. So my friends are coming over here tonight, just so I can be close to him if anything happens. Oh, I ordered Korean fried chicken for my friends as a thank you for coming all the way out here. I live really far from everyone. Mr. Man, Kenny.
And
Heels,
yeah.
stilettos.
Mhm.
Proficiency,
so that's
you
probably
can do
plus
it. Oh yes, Dax plus proficiency.
17!
Let's go.
Whoa! Whoa! Okay, thank you. Today, I need to edit last week's video because I still haven't done that. And I'm keeping an eye on my cats. I think they're having some problems pooping because of the plastic they ate. They both pooped last night and this morning. I'm a paranoid mother and I just want to make sure they're okay. I'm probably gonna go buy them some wet cat food in a bit to make digestion easier on their stomachs. Winnie seems to be fine. It's Kenny who I think is being a little off. Anytime I sit on my chair, She thinks it's what we call peanut time, where I have to pick her up and hold her like a baby. Okay, we're back home. He really was not happy, but I just gave him a whole tube of churro and he seems better. Winnie is investigating the carrier, sniff inspector. I'm really glad I took him. The vet said there's nothing wrong, but according to the x-rays, there's some plastic maybe towards the end. They're not sure, so they just gave me some high fiber wet food to feed him over the next 2 days. They're not worried about him. He made great friends. He doesn't like dogs. Mr. Man, Mr. Man, are you okay? Are you upset still? All right, I'm about to head out to my mandatory dance class. For one of my teams, you're assigned a class you're supposed to take every single week. I don't think I've been in like 2 months. Mr. Man had some of this wet food and he enjoyed it. Winnie really wanted to investigate it, but she didn't end up liking it, so that works out. Got home, showered, and now I'm just monitoring my cats. I gave them the second can of wet food in a bowl to see if they'll eat it throughout the night. They still haven't shit yet today, and I was worried about Kenny, but now I'm worried about Winnie not shitting, but her behavior has not changed at all. So I think it's just a little discomfort, and I'm hoping maybe overnight, after they eat more food, they'll be motivated to go. Whoops, I forgot to film today. I went to locking. It was really fun. It was a very beginner lesson. When it was like open cipher time at the end, it was birthday rounds for someone. So the way that works is however old you're turning. Let's say you're turned 16. You have to do 16 rounds. Let's say it's my birthday. I would go and then someone counters it. And then I would go again and then someone else counters that. And after that it'd be 2. This guy was turning 41. I wasn't really able to film because it felt weird recording birthday rounds for someone I didn't know. Before that, I went and got like impromptu lunch with a friend that I haven't seen in like a year and a half and just caught up. He's one of the most like rational people I know. He has a good technical way of putting everything, which is so different from what I usually hear. So that was kind of nice, but it always makes my brain hurt. He has still not pooped in 48 hours, but he's eating fine, drinking fine, he's just not pooping. I'm blaming it on he got a finger stuck up his ass and he's sore, so hopefully all the food compacting in him makes him shit tomorrow. She, I think, shit this morning, but I would like her to shit more as well. I think he finally shit this morning. Good job, Mr. Man. Oh yes. I just got home. I couldn't record any of the Avatar symphony. Ushers walking around and yelling at people if you had an electronic out, and I was too scared to be kicked out or get my phone taken away. I was basically tearing up the entire time. Even in the happy songs, just like hearing the soundtrack of my childhood and like a show that means so much to me so up close and personal was a fucking mess when they started playing Leaves from the Vine. I was not okay. Everyone else was not okay. Like I could hear like the people behind me crying and sniffling. The girl next to me was wiping her eyes. It was beautiful. If you can go see it for their 20th anniversary, do it. Then afterwards I had dance. My back is still not great, so it was really sad because I wanted to participate more, but I physically can't. We had a whacking punking lesson, and the thing is, out of all the styles I've ever trained in or ever tried, whacking and punking has to be my like weakest one. I think it's because it presents like a lot of confidence. It's important to make this distinction. It can be very feminine. The original whackers and the original punkers were not trying to be women per se, but how do you harness this like feminine energy? And feminine energy, even though I identify as she, her, hers, sometimes it's harder for me. It's also really, really fucking hard to like, the fuck? I have no coordination. As soon as he asked me to do like delayed or a polyrhythm, I'm fucked. Then we had locking. I love locking. Let me see if I can do this step for you. I'm probably not gonna do it right. And then we had popping. We're doing choreography, and I missed last week, so I was kind of like, but I caught up. Couldn't really pop though, because if I pop, my back seizes up. Mr. Man, say hi. I don't know, he has the zoomies right now and he's running around and meowing a lot, but I think he's feeling a lot better now. He's so handsome, right? You my handsome Mr. Man. That's probably all for this week's vlog. There wasn't that much going on this week, honestly. What do I have going on next week? I'm going to a Ren Fair drag show. So if you want to see what my outfit is or help me plan my outfit, stay tuned and see you next time.